What's your most ridiculous but satisfying revenge story? So this happened 3 weeks ago, and I still can't believe how it went down. My buddy Connor was throwing his birthday party at his rental house. Nothing too wild, maybe 30 people, mostly college friends drinking and hanging out in his backyard. Everything was going perfectly until around 9:30 when we started hearing this absolute chaos next door. At first it sounded like someone was moving furniture or something, but then we realized it was this guy completely losing his shit on his dog. And I mean losing it. You could hear him screaming stuff like, "I'll give you something to bark about," and then these horrible thuds and this poor dog just crying. The music basically stopped and everyone's looking around like, are we really hearing this? You could see right into his yard through the fence, and there's this little golden retriever just trembling in the corner while this dude in a wife beater is kicking at it every time it made a sound. Our party was clearly what set the dog off in the first place. I think Tori was the first one to snap. The guy screamed, "Shut your mouth, you piece of shit," at this dog, and she just goes woof 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 right back at him. A few people started giggling nervously. Then Trevor joined in with some barks. The guy stopped mid-kick and stared at us like we'd all lost our minds. "What the hell is wrong with you people?" he yelled at us. So naturally, about 15 people barked back at him in perfect unison. His face went from confused to absolutely furious. This is where it got insane. Every single time he opened his mouth to scream at that dog, our entire party would erupt in barking. He'd go, "You stupid," and immediately get drowned out by woof 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 woof. The poor dog actually stopped barking completely and just sat there watching us defend it. After about 20 minutes, the guy stormed inside. We thought it was over, went back to drinking and talking. 10 minutes later, he comes back out with a beer, sees the dog, and starts up again. Immediately triggered the barking brigade. This cycle repeated for 2 hours. The best part was when his neighbors started catching on. The lady next door poked her head out, saw what was happening, and started barking from her kitchen window. Then the college guys across the street joined in from their porch. By 11 p.m., it sounded like the entire block was barking at this one psycho every time he stepped outside. He finally called the cops for noise complaints, but they sent animal control instead. The officer took one look at the situation, talked to us for 5 minutes, then went straight to check on the dog. 20 minutes later, she comes back with the dog in her truck and hands the guy 2 citations. While she's explaining the charges, someone behind me whispers, "Woof," and sets off the whole neighborhood again. Even the animal control officer lost it laughing. The dog's living with a family 2 blocks over now and doing amazing. The guy moved out last week. We still randomly bark when we're hanging outside just in case.